across the way from the Jumbotron. They have 10 local beers that they have on tap there. So if you are a beer connoisseur or interested in finding out the difference between some of the tastes of our local breweries, then that would be excellent to go to the beer garden here at the Crew Classic.
Next up is race 37. It's the men's open. It's the A qualifying. There'll be 2 boats that go to the grand finals. It's the Joan Ward Memorial Trophy. In lane 1, we have Crew Runnings. In lane 2, Cal. Lane 3 is Sacramento State. Lane 4 is Blair Island. Lane 5 is University of California, San Diego. Lane 6 is M Rowing. And lane 7 is UC Irvine Alumni. And they are aligned, and we're in the countdown for the start.
1, attention, go.
We have a clean start. This is a very, very fast start. Lane 2. We have Cal taking an immediate 4-seat lead over lane 6, which is M Rowing, and then a very, very tight race between lane 1s, 3, 4, and 5, and then just slightly behind is lane 7, the UCI Alumni. At the 250-meter mark, lane 2, which is Cal, they have pulled over a boat length lead over lane 6, which is M Rowing, and they are followed on by 3 boats that are very, very tight in lane 3, which is Sacramento State, lane 4, which is Blair Island, and lane 5, which is University of California, San Diego. Right behind them is lane 1 is Crew Rowing, and then the last boat is UCI Alumni. As we're approaching the 500-meter mark, we see that in lane 2, Cal continues to pull out strongly, more than a 2-boat length lead. We see that over in lane 6, we have M Rowing pulling out a little bit further lead. They have about an 8-seat lead on lane 5, which is University of California, San Diego, followed right on their heels by lane 3, which is Sacramento State, lane 4, which is Blair Island, lane 1, which is Crew Runnings, and then we have lane 7 with UCI Alumni right behind them.
On the water with event number 37, this is the men's open. It is the first of 3, and they're competing for the Joan Ward Memorial Cup. And our lane assignments, Crew Runnings out of Davis, California in lane number 1. University of California is in lane 2. Sacramento State Aquatic Center Rowing Club is in lane 3. Bair Island Aquatic Center out of Redwood City in lane 4. The lane 5 assignment is the UC San Diego campus. M Rowing from Rockland, California is in lane 6. And out of lane number 7, UC Irvine Alumni A Crew. Once again, it is event 37, the men's Open A. Crew's approaching the 1,000-meter mark, and clearly in a commanding lead is Cal Berkeley. They have gotten off to an excellent start and have continued to expand upon that start as they've moved down the first 1,000 meters. They're being challenged on the outside by M Rowing, but there's a long way to go back there. First 2 will move on, so the view will be on that 2nd and 3rd place finish. Right now, M Rowing is not being particularly challenged. However, on the far outside, University of California Irvine Alumni is putting up a bit of a protest about the situation and trying to scoot up in. Irvine had a course correction just then as I was speaking and giving them credit for being in that third spot, they lost track of it by getting hit sideways by the wind and knocked off course. So they've lost some momentum, and inside of them picking up the slack is going to be the crews in lanes 2, 3, and 4, excuse me, 3, 4, and 5. That would be Sacramento State, Bair Island, and UC San Diego. It is still Berkeley well on the lead. A considerable amount of open water. Back to M Rowing on the far outside, and they have open water back to about a 3-boat race, and that would be Sacramento State, Bair Island, and UC San Diego. On the far outside, UC Irvine, and along the shoreline, Crew Runnings. This is Cal. Against this field, might check and see if they've got a motor going on in there. They got off to an outstanding start and have expanded upon it almost every stroke since the beginning of this race. First of 3 in the men's Open A. This is Cal moving along here smoothly, easily, unchallenged. Outside is M Rowing. Once again, University of California, Irvine had a problem with their lane. They began to drift out, and in settling back in, dropped farther back. And they would be considered the trailing boat at this time. UC San Diego and Bair Island nose to nose. And on the inside, Sacramento State also in the hunt. So as it shapes up on the back of the field, it will be Cal finishing first by a mountain. On the outside, M Rowing apparently has that second spot in hand, but who goes to the petite final and who goes to the third tier will be decided here in the last 150 meters. Right now, Sacramento State has the advantage, so it looks like Sacramento State may move on. And it is now between University of California, San Diego, and Bair Island. It is outside to UC San Diego, fighting it out for a position in the petite final. On the near side is Bair Island. Outside, Cal from San Diego, Bair Island, UC San Diego with Bair Island nose to nose with them. And they are moving down towards the finish line, and it appears that Bair Island has eclipsed the University of University of California, San Diego. It is Bair Island and UC San Diego, Bair Island and UC San Diego, and it appears that it will be Bair Island picking up that third qualifying spot. University of California, San Diego drops back to the second tier with Crew Runnings coming along the shoreline in the 6th position, and trailing on the course would be the University of California, Irvine, who had lane troubles as they came down and had to correct a couple of times. Once again, unofficially moving on, Cal Berkeley, and also moving on would be M Rowing from Rockland, California.
With the finish of race 37, we are now at race 38, men's open qualifying. This would be the B fleet. We have in lane 1, University of San Diego alumni. In lane 2, Berkeley. In lane 3, Union.
Lane 2 and
Lane
3.
4 is St. Mary's. Lane 5 is BMA. Lane 6 is Cal alumni. And lane 7 is University Santa Barbara. They are getting aligned, getting ready for the start.
Gentlemen, we're going to proceed.
Have alignment.